You are most likely unaware that your legs are weakening. You have difficulty getting out of a chair one day. After a few months, climbing stairs becomes tiresome. Simple movements become into an effort. Muscle atrophy is a silent, slow, and dangerously overlooked condition that can progress beyond age. The astonishing reality is that your legs are the first muscles to atrophy. When they do, your chances of falling increase significantly. Your mobility and balance worsen. Everything can change with a single fall, including loss of independence, hospital stays, and shattered bones. The good news is that this can be avoided totally. The trick is eating the right foods. The majority of people believe that the only way to gain muscle is through exercise. However, your nutrition is just as important. As you age, your body requires optimal nutrition to maintain bone density, muscle mass, and leg strength. We're offering 6 powerful foods that will help you stay active for years, strengthen your muscles, and slow down leg weakness. You may already have one of these foods in your home, but you are most likely not eating enough of it. Food 1. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes provide the necessary nutrition for your muscles, but not just any fuel. They require long-lasting energy that does not burn out and leave you feeling weak, lethargic, or exhausted by the middle of the day. This is exactly what sweet potatoes provide. Most people are unaware that as they age, their body's ability to effectively store and use energy reduces. Your muscles may not respond as rapidly. You may feel weary more quickly, and even ordinary chores, such as carrying groceries or climbing stairs, may become more difficult than before. It takes endurance as well as strength, and sweet potatoes are one of the best nutrients for building endurance. Sweet potatoes are high in complex carbs. In contrast to processed carbohydrates, such as white bread or spaghetti, which cause quick blood sugar rises, followed by an energy crash, these carbs deliver energy consistently because they degrade slowly. This keeps you active throughout the day by ensuring that your muscles get the nutrition they need without suffering sudden highs and lows. However, energy is insufficient by itself. If you do not allow your muscles to recover properly, they will eventually weaken. Every stride and motion you make causes small rips in your muscles. When you were younger, your body could easily fix them. However, as you get older, this process slows. Muscle recovery is impeded by a lack of nutrients, which promotes stiffness, soreness, and gradual muscle atrophy. Sweet potatoes become much more potent at this point. Vitamin A, a key antioxidant that aids in muscle tissue repair, is rich in them. Over time, this will lead to stronger legs, less soreness, and faster recovery. Your muscles remain more supple and sensitive, rather than waking up with achy, tight legs that take time to relax. Stronger recovery translates into stronger motions, which lead to independence. However, inflammation is another hazard that exists within your body. Chronic inflammation is a major cause of muscle loss associated with aging. It gradually weakens your muscle fibers, making actions more difficult and increasing your chances of becoming injured. It takes time to complete. Over time, it accumulates and makes it increasingly difficult to perform daily chores. Sweet potatoes include anti-inflammatory chemicals that help fight this invisible foe. They include beta-carotene, which helps the body deal with oxidative damage. Oxidative stress accelerates cellular aging and causes damage to tissues, muscles, and joints. Your muscles will perform better the more you can withstand it. Additionally, potassium is one of the most underestimated minerals for leg strength. Potassium is necessary for nerve transmission, muscle contraction, and hydration. Low potassium levels can cause weakness, cramping, and an increased risk of falling. Sweet potatoes are high in potassium, which helps maintain your muscles responsive, strong, and coordinated. The majority of individuals are unaware that muscle strength is intimately linked to gut health. Your muscles won't get the fuel they need if your digestive tract isn't properly digesting foods. Sweet potatoes are high in fiber, which promotes better digestion and nutritional absorption. If your gut is healthy, your body will be able to better employ proteins, vitamins, and minerals to maintain strong muscles. So, how can you add sweet potatoes to your diet on a daily basis? You won't believe how simple it is. Bake, fry, mash, or roast them. Add them to smoothies, soups, and salads. They pair well with almost anything and are naturally delicious and flexible. Furthermore, unlike processed carbohydrates, they will not leave you feeling bloated or tired. One of the simplest and most beneficial dietary changes you can make if you want to keep climbing, moving, and standing strong far into your senior years is to incorporate sweet potatoes into your diet. Because having strong legs requires more than just workouts. The goal is to give your body with correct nutrients so that your muscles can continue to perform for many years. Food 2. Oats. Muesli is typically seen as a boring breakfast option. What if I told you that these tiny grains might hold the key to stronger, more resilient legs? One of the first things we notice when we become older is how quickly our legs tire. It's more tough to walk upstairs. Standing for an extended period of time tires you out. Worst of all, muscle weakness begins to emerge, making even simple actions difficult. However, why does this happen? Aging isn't the only cause. It's also related to the fuel we utilize to power our muscles. Energy is required for your legs to continue going. Not just any energy, but constant, long-lasting fuel that keeps you moving forward without colliding. Muesli excels in this setting. Oats have a lower glycemic index. Unlike processed grains, which boost blood sugar levels and leave you feeling weary, they keep you active and prevent unexpected exhaustion by slowly releasing energy. Have you ever noticed how tired and lethargic you become in the afternoon? The reason for this is that most people eat processed foods, which quickly deplete their vitality. In contrast, oats maintain consistent energy levels, keeping your muscles from failing when you need them the most. However, the advantages go beyond energy. Protein is required for the strong muscles in your legs. Protein deficiency promotes muscular deterioration over time, leading to weakness, instability, and even balance issues. Oat protein, a plant-based protein, helps to maintain and repair muscle fiber. It may not be as high in protein as eggs or steak, but it is necessary for maintaining strong legs. Let us now address circulation, which is something that most people overlook. To keep your legs healthy and mobile, oxygen-rich blood must constantly flow through them. Poor circulation causes weak muscles, slower recovery rates, and an increased risk of cramps and tiredness. Muesli can help with that. Oats have a lot of iron, which is a mineral that helps the body transfer oxygen. If you've ever felt weakness, lightheadedness, or noticed that your legs tire faster than usual, a lack of iron could be to blame. If you don't get enough iron, your muscles will get lethargic and weary because they won't get the oxygen they need. Magnesium is another nutrient required for healthy legs. Magnesium is required for optimal muscular function to prevent cramps, spasms, and that unbearably heavy sensation in your legs. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with a severe leg cramp, your body is definitely crying for more magnesium. Eating muesli is a simple and natural way to keep your muscles relaxed and cramp-free. But here's the real secret. Oats have so many different uses. Every morning does not have to be the same monotonous cup of porridge. They can be used to smoothies to boost your energy. For a delightful snack, sprinkle them over berry yogurt for an easy muscle-building treat. They can even be baked into homemade protein bars. In reality, most individuals ignore simple solutions. They seek sophisticated answers when, in reality, proper nutrition is the key to strength, endurance, and mobility. Furthermore, oats provide your legs with the nutrients they need to be pain-free, strong, and energized. Don't underestimate this simple grain's power. If you want to keep your legs moving freely, you should start eating oats on a daily basis. Food 3. Avocados. Most people think of avocados as a trendy superfood, but what if I told you that this creamy green fruit is the key to having pain-free, stronger, and more flexible legs? When it comes to developing and maintaining leg strength, most people immediately think of protein. Protein is crucial, but it is only one part of the puzzle. In reality, your muscles require more than just protein. They also require healthy fats, which are often overlooked. Avocados are also one of the world's best sources of muscle-building lipids. First, let's discuss inflammation. Inflammation becomes a silent foe as we age. At first, you may not notice it. A minor stiffness when awake, a dull ache from too much walking. However, when the inflammation develops over time, movement becomes increasingly difficult and painful. Avocados include monounsaturated fats, which are important at this stage. These healthy fats effectively reduce inflammation. Unlike bad fats, which aggravate it, they keep your muscles relaxed, joints pliable, and legs pain-free for as long as possible. As a result, You will have less stiffness, discomfort, and greater flexibility in your movements. That's not all, though. Muscle contractions are the driving force behind all of your leg movements, including standing, walking, and running. In addition, most people do not consume enough potassium, a mineral required for these contractions. Avocados have more potassium than bananas, making them one of the finest foods for this vitamin. What makes this significant? Potassium helps muscles work properly and keeps cramps at bay. If you've ever had sudden stiffness in your legs, woken up in the middle of the night with severe muscular spasms, or if your legs feel weak with little exercise, you may have low potassium. If you don't get enough potassium, your muscles won't be able to contract properly, resulting in weakness, instability, and even balance concerns. Avocados are revolutionary because they help control these contractions, ensuring that each stride feels firm and steady. Let's move on to something more important: muscle protection. Our muscles do more than only atrophy with age. They are more vulnerable to injury. Oxidative stress and small injuries can slow recovery, leading to long-term muscle loss. However, there is one powerful supplement that counteracts this: vitamin E. Vitamin E functions as an antioxidant, protecting your muscles from injury. It aids in the prevention of long-term deterioration, accelerates healing, and restores muscle fibers. Consider this: your muscles deteriorate on a daily basis. They absorb stress whether you're walking, exercising, or simply standing for long periods of time. Over time, vitamin E strengthens your legs by lowering tension. The best part comes next. Avocados improve circulation while also supporting your muscles and joints. Good circulation is necessary for your leg muscles to obtain oxygen and nutrients, remain energized, and avoid fatigue. Avocados include heart-healthy lipids, which help your blood flow freely and effectively. This leads to enhanced leg strength, less weight, and more endurance. So, how do you improve your avocado intake? You won't believe how simple it is. Slices can be toasted in the morning, added to smoothies for a nutrient-dense, creamy boost, or mashed to make guacamole. Instead of butter, use it as a spread. They can even be eaten on their own, with a little salt and pepper, or mixed into salads. Consistency is critical. You won't notice a difference if you eat one avocado once a month, but you will if you add it to your meals on a daily basis. Greater flexibility, less pain, stronger muscles, and the ability to negotiate life with confidence. Don't pass on this simple but effective diet if you want legs that stay strong, balanced, and pain-free as you get older. Food 4. Berries. Losing strength is an option, but aging is unavoidable. Every day, your muscles are attacked, not by obvious means, but by oxidative stress, which is equally destructive. This hidden force hastens aging, damages joints, and weakens muscles. You feel it as continuous soreness, stiffness, or a frustrating slow loss of strength. The good news is that you can defend yourself, and berries are one of the most effective weapons. Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are not only delicious, but also superfoods that help protect muscles. This is because berries include a lot of antioxidants, which are your body's strongest line of defense against muscle deterioration. Your body produces free radicals on a daily basis. These unstable substances injure muscle cells, causing weakness, tiredness, and delayed recovery. Your body was capable of battling them off when you were younger. However, unless you offer adequate assistance, your protection deteriorates over time. This is where berries can assist. Their antioxidants protect your muscles by scavenging free radicals, speeding up recovery, and extending leg strength. However, this is merely the beginning. Inflammation poses a bigger risk to leg strength than muscle atrophy. Chronic inflammation slowly erodes mobility, making every stride more difficult, every move more inflexible, and every joint more painful. Furthermore, it may lead to arthritis and irreversible muscular atrophy. Berries are one of nature's strongest anti-inflammatory foods. They contain chemicals that actively reduce inflammation, relieving joint discomfort, increasing flexibility, and preserving the smooth mobility of your legs. There's more. Most people assume vitamin C solely boosts immunity. In reality, it is critical for the health of muscles and joints. Why? Your muscles, tendons, and joints are comprised of collagen because vitamin C stimulates collagen synthesis. It keeps them resilient, strong, and flexible. However, your body produces less collagen as you age. As a result, joints stiffen, muscles become less firm, and healing time increases. Berries aid in restoring homeostasis. They stimulate the production of collagen, which keeps your legs strong, joints smooth, and muscles taut. Now let's talk about how to get the most out of berries. Eating them on occasion will not make a significant impact. The genuine benefit will emerge when they become a daily habit. Eat breakfast first. Mix some blueberries into your yogurt or cereal. Blend them into a smoothie for a powerful muscle-building drink. They are an excellent snack to consume fresh. Make a berry compote instead for a naturally sweet topping. Just boil them with a little water. Consistency is critical. Your muscles and joints will be better protected if you eat them more frequently. Berries also increase both mental clarity and physical strength. Berries contain antioxidants that have been proved to improve brain function, memory, and focus, ensuring that you keep both mental and physical vigor. Berries prevent muscle weakness by fighting oxidative damage. They relieve joint ache by decreasing inflammation. They increase collagen formation, which helps to maintain muscle and joint strength. By improving circulation, they ensure that your legs get the nutrition they need. Furthermore, they boost brain function, keeping you mentally sharp as you age, all from a single natural, fundamental diet. If you want to retain your power, mobility, and pain-free state, don't disregard berries. Exercise does not build the strongest legs. The appropriate nutrition does, and one of the best ways to nourish your body for the years ahead is with berries. Your future self will respect you beginning today. Food 5. Salmon. What if I told you there was a diet that may help you keep your legs strong for years to come, build muscle, and reduce pain? In fact, salmon does exactly that. This protein is one of the best things your body can consume. Furthermore, your muscles demand more of it as you age. Your muscles are constantly being torn down and regenerated with each step and movement you perform. However, as you get older, your body's ability to rebuild muscle tissue reduces. You start to feel weaker in your legs, stair climbing becomes more difficult, and it's tough to get up after sitting for a long time. Furthermore, the majority of people are ignorant that it is happening. Their strength simply hasn't been the same since one day. This is where salmon can assist. Because of its high protein content, it gives your muscles the building blocks they need to stay strong and energized. Each mouthful helps your legs stay strong and resilient by rebuilding muscle fibers. But salmon is more than just protein. Furthermore, it is high in omega-3 fatty acids, which are extremely beneficial to your muscles. Your muscles and joints become inflamed as you get older. This explains why so many people endure leg pain, knee stiffness, and even agonizing agony while moving. Omega-3 fatty acids, on the other hand, fight inflammation at its source, promoting joint comfort, muscular flexibility, and smooth leg movement. And that is not all. Omega-3 fatty acids increase blood flow, ensuring that your muscles receive the oxygen and nutrition they need to function optimally. Legs with poor circulation feel sluggish, heavy, and fatigued. However, improved blood supply keeps them strong and energized. The majority of individuals are unaware that omega-3s can boost nerve function. Have you ever noticed that your legs aren't moving as quickly as they used to, as if you have a slower reflex? Nerve signals slow down over time, which explains why. However, omega-3 fatty acids help to sustain those connections, allowing your legs to move and react more swiftly. Salmon is also an excellent source of B vitamins, particularly B12. Here's why that matters. Your body requires B vitamins to generate energy. Without them, your muscles will lack the strength needed to function properly. As a result, people who do not obtain enough B12 typically feel weak, sluggish, and tired. However, salmon refills that energy, allowing your legs to move more freely, walk further, and climb higher. Healthy legs cannot be developed without a healthy heart, which salmon also helps with. Salmon's omega-3s aid to keep your arteries free, improve blood pressure, and lower bad cholesterol. This translates into better endurance, oxygen supply, and circulation. Here's the reality. Inadequate circulation causes weak muscles. Your legs require a steady flow of oxygen-rich blood. If your heart isn't pounding properly, your muscles won't get the nutrition they need and will start to atrophy. When your heart is strong, your legs retain their strength. The best aspect? It is not necessary to take salmon on a daily basis to get its benefits. Even 2 or 3 servings each week can make a considerable difference. Try mixing it into salads, roasting it, or grilling it. Do you want a simple, quick meal? Salmon served with roasted veggies and olive oil on the side contains muscle-building nutrients. Go with something lighter? A fresh salad with salmon, avocado, and leafy greens contains all of the nutrition your legs need in one meal. Additionally, canned salmon is just as effective. For a quick protein boost when time is of the essence, blend it with spices, lemon juice, and olive oil. Salmon is one of the best foods to consume if you want to keep moving, walking, and climbing with confidence. It strengthens the heart, promotes blood flow, rebuilds muscle, reduces inflammation, and enhances neurological function. Every bite provides energy to your muscles. Each meal brings you closer to achieving a stronger, healthier, and more active physique. Don't wait until your legs begin to weaken. Start eating salmon today if you want to stay strong for years. Food, 6. Eggs. Athletes, bodybuilders, and even doctors swear on eggs for a reason. It's not only that they're affordable and easy to cook, this is due to the fact that they are one of the most complete dietary sources for energy, muscle strength, and recovery. Eggs are also extremely beneficial in maintaining healthy, sturdy, and pain-free legs as you age. This is the reason. Eggs provide full protein. They so contain all 9 essential amino acids, which your body requires to rebuild and repair muscle tissue. Your muscles naturally lose mass as you age. Your legs may feel weaker, your balance may deteriorate, and even simple actions, such as climbing stairs, may become more challenging. The reason for this is that your body is no longer regenerating muscle as efficiently as it previously did. When you eat high-quality protein, such as eggs, you provide your body the resources it needs to stop muscle loss and even rebuild strength, and that's simply the beginning. Vitamin D is also prevalent in eggs. Here's why. Vitamin D is essential for muscle strength in addition to bone health. According to research, low vitamin D levels are directly related with weak muscles, poor coordination, and an increased risk of falling. What about the frightening part? The majority of people are not aware that they are deficient in vitamin D. As a result, older adults who don't get enough vitamin D usually have joint pain, fatigue, and muscle weakness. However, eggs naturally contain this strong vitamin, which maintains your muscles active, your bones healthy, and your legs functioning properly. Furthermore, most individuals are unaware of another component contained in eggs, choline. Although little understood, this vitamin is essential for maintaining your leg's strength and responsiveness. Why? Choline provides direct support for the nerve-muscle link. This suggests that your body communicates with your neurological system to regulate your movements whenever you walk, lift your leg, or simply adjust your weight. These signs may become less common as you age. When walking on uneven terrain, you may notice that your legs do not react as quickly, your balance is off, or you feel uneasy. However, choline keeps these connections intact, ensuring that your muscles and nerves work properly to keep you strong, stable, and coordinated. Not to mention that eggs are high in antioxidants, B vitamins, and healthy fats, all of which help to boost energy, reduce inflammation, and protect muscle cells. What is the best way to incorporate eggs into your diet then? 1 or 2 eggs each day can significantly improve your leg strength and mobility. You don't need to eat a dozen. They can be boiled, scrambled, mixed into an omelet with veggies, or combined into a protein-packed smoothie. Consistency is essential since taking care of your muscles now will make them stronger in the future. If you want to keep your independence for as long as possible, minimize muscle loss, and walk with confidence, don't forget about eggs. They are among the most simple, inexpensive, and nutritious meals you can include in your diet. The best part is that they provide you energy for the rest of the day, boost your mental clarity, and strengthen your legs. One of the simplest methods to improve your strength, mobility, and long-term health is to incorporate eggs into your diet. Remember this the next time you're planning your meals. It's time to finish. Your legs serve as the foundation for everything that follows. However, as they weaken, you are not helpless. By include these 6 foods in your diet, you are giving your muscles the exact nutrition they need to stay strong, stable, and energized. This suggests increased mobility, autonomy, and vitality. I'd want to hear from you now. Which of these foods do you currently eat? Which one threw you off guard the most? Tell me in the comments below. If you found this video informative, please remember to like, subscribe, and activate notifications so you don't miss any future vital health information. Watch our next video to discover more about powerful nutrients that fight aging. Continue to be strong, healthy, and active.